it's Splat again, and this is going to be part two of my PS2 collection. Unfortunately, the last half ran a little bit long, and I still have quite a few games to go, so I'm not going to be able to say as much about them this go around as I was the last half, but I still hope you enjoy it.
Alright, so first we're going to start off with Metal Gear Solid, the Essential Collection, and this is actually a box set of 3 games. First you've got Metal Gear 1, which was actually originally a PlayStation 1 game. You've got Metal Gear Solid 2, and stay up there. And then we've got Metal Gear Solid 3. This is actually a really good deal. It's all 3 games for $20 new. At least that's what I picked it up for. And I'm sure if you're a gamer, you know Metal Gear, so I'm not going to sit here and tell you a whole long story about the game or whatever, but if you can find this deal, I definitely pick it up. It's definitely worth the $20. Okay, next we've got another series. We've got Jak and Daxter, Jak 2, and Jak 3. This is another platformer similar to Ratchet and Clank. However, I still prefer Ratchet and Clank over these. Jak 2 is just way too hard. I think that it's needlessly hard. Jak 3 isn't as hard, but it's still pretty difficult. And then Jak and Daxter can probably be beaten in one day. Still a pretty cute platformer if you want to pick that up. Next we've got a pretty new game that I got for $3.99 at Movie Gallery. They're having this huge sale. I have yet to play it yet, and that's Lego Batman. I know they made this for the 360 as well, but I'd much rather pay $3.99 for a pretty much brand new game than $60, so I went ahead and picked it up for PS2. Like I said, I haven't had a chance to play it yet, so if you have, feel free to leave me a comment and let me know what you think. Next we've got Unreal Tournament, and as you can tell, this is also a Movie Gallery game. It's Unreal. The graphics are pretty bad now, but it's still a good game to mess around with the bots, which bots are awesome. Every shooter game should have bots. Or just really cool to play around with a partner. Like I've played with my boyfriend quite a few times. Next we've got games I'm sure everyone recognizes. Guitar Hero and Guitar Hero 2. Now I also have 3 in World Tour, but those are going to be on the 360, and I'll show those when I do my 360 collection. Soundtrack on 2 I think is better, but I mean Guitar Hero 1's pretty good as well. I mean, it's the original. I've had both of these since they first came out. I can play on hard, a few songs on expert, in case you were wondering. If you haven't tried these yet, definitely pick them up. They're definitely need to play games. Next, we've got Manhunt. Now, this one is 100 times better than 2. I don't care what you've heard about 2, all the news and all the controversy behind it. This one's way better. The scenes aren't edited. It is gory as hell. Just a really awesome Rockstar game. So definitely pick this up if you can find it. Now, coming from Manhunt to this, The Sims Bustin Out. Again, another game I picked up for super cheap. I don't believe it's as good as the computer Sims games, but if you just want something to goof around with for a few minutes, I guess this would be the type of game that you could play. Raw Danger. This cover looks absolutely hilarious. I'm not gonna lie, the graphics in this game are bad. The voice acting's equally as bad. But it actually has a pretty interesting, pretty different story. You're actually caught in a flood, and it's a survival game. You're trying to get out of the flood. You're trying to help your friend along with you. I'm currently playing this game right now, so I'm not sure, how it ends, or I know you're supposed to play more than one character. I'm still only on the first character. But it's actually a pretty good game. You can get this for really cheap. And I know it's the sequel to a game whose name I cannot recall now. I saw another guy was talking about it in his game collection video. But if you can find this game, I'd definitely pick it up. I'm not going to lie to you. Like I said, the graphics are horrible. The animations are even worse. The voice acting's bad. But it is a surprisingly fun game. Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance. Not my type of game. I'm not a big dungeon crawler fan. But again, I got this one for $3.99 at Movie Gallery. They're having this huge crazy sale. I've heard good things about it from people that do like dungeon crawlers, but like I said, it's just not my type of game. We love Katamari, and of course I love Katamari. If you know Katamari, what can I say that hasn't already been said? A great little nonsense pick up and play game. I mean, look at that. So cute, so fun. Yeah, get this one. Oh, now we have the big ones. We've got Grand Theft Auto 3, Grand Theft Auto Vice City, Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, and then in addition, Grand Theft Auto Liberty City Stories, and Grand Theft Auto Vice City Stories, the two PSP ports. I'm not going to sit here and lie. I am not a GTA fan. However, my boyfriend is, and these are all his. I guess the one little tidbit I can throw in there is that this game, Vice City Stories, has the most hilarious cutscene I've ever seen. And if you've played this game, I'm pretty sure you know what I'm talking about. It's the Phil Collins concert. That cutscene's absolutely freaking hilarious. I could not stop laughing, and I've made him go back numerous times so that I could watch it and laugh all over again. I just think it is absolutely hilarious that Phil Collins is in a GTA and that they do a whole full-length song of his video game persona performing it, and yeah, this game is worth picking up just for that. Resident Evil Outbreak File Number 2. I have not played this one yet. I just got it for Christmas a few days ago. I haven't heard too many good things about it, but I figured I'd go ahead and give it a try, seeing as I am a Resident Evil fan, and I love getting the shit scared out of me, so hopefully this one will at least accomplish that. Hot Shots Golf 3. Normally, as I've said before, I'm not a sports game fan, but I do love like the fun cartoony aspect of this game. It's really fun to play against someone. Like I've said before, me and my boyfriend play together quite a bit, and this is one of the games that we've played. Not recently though, for some reason. If you're I know they've come out with a couple of other Hot Shots games. I haven't played any of those. But yeah, this one, even if you're not normally a sports game fan, I definitely recommend picking this up just because it's kind of different, kind of offbeat, a lot like NBA Street. Okay, and I'm probably gonna get a lot of shit for this game, but Chicken Little, and yes, I actually do enjoy this game. Besides the driving is absolute shit, but besides that, it's actually a really cute, really fun little kids platformer movie tie-in game. I've had some fun times with this, though I haven't been able to beat it because I'm stuck on, I think it's like the final level, and you're driving this fire truck that's like on glass or water or something, and you can't reverse, and it's just really pathetic, so I just quit it because I figured it wasn't worth beating, wasn't worth going through all that frustration to beat. But yeah, I actually do enjoy this game, and if you're looking for something to take a break from all those hardcore first-person shooters, I definitely recommend this one. Burnout 3 Takedown. I'm not a racing fan, but I do enjoy this game, and one of the reasons why is it has an absolutely amazing soundtrack. A lot of my favorite bands are on here, Silent Drive being the main one. I was really surprised to hear their song 416 as part of the soundtrack. There's also some other pretty good songs on here. Even if you're not a racing fan, I definitely recommend picking this one up, even if just for the soundtrack. It does have pretty good gameplay though. It's not just straight racing. You take down challenges and crash courses and a bunch of other stuff that adds some kind of, a mix in there, so you're not just going around a track getting bored, which is what I really don't like about normal racers. So I'm going to end this one really quick, and I'll have part 3 of this up in a little bit. So sit tight.